Hey, look who's here. Jake the asshole's here. He says,
Is
hey,
he?
Flatzoid, why do you
What?
avoid responding to Q and Fee? Q and Fee can come all he wants. You can come too. He's
Who's
been
Q&P?
asked multiple times to come. I don't even watch that Joker's content because he's a waste of my time. He's literally a troll. But Jake, if you want to hold his hand for him, you can come in. How's that?
Yeah.
Guys
White
agree?
Knight.
And
White
Mr.
Knight.
White Knight.
Yeah.
White Knight. Come on, White Knight.
That Q&A,
Come,
who's
Jake the
that?
asshole.
We'll
You're so
have Fight Night
confident.
with the White
Come
Knight.
in. I find it
And-
odd that these so-called flat earthers like Jake the asshole and Q and Fee that don't actually fight for flat earth are the ones claiming to debunk flat earth but claiming to debunk low earth. They can't decide what they are. They what would you call, they have identity crisis.
Nah, man, they're not flat earthers. They're true earthers.
They're
Yeah.
trans.
Yes.
And
They're
if you claim
transgender.
to be a true earther like they claim, then that just means we can just label them dishonest.
Yeah. By the way, Jake, you're nothing like Duffy. Sorry. Throw
No,
it in there.
QNFI doesn't debunk anything, Jake. All QNFI does is misrepresent people. And when people don't watch his content, then he says, you guys are avoiding him and running from him. I don't watch the guy because he's a joke. Literally modeled up your incoherent arguments. Again, come and present it, and then I will show you and QNFI what idiots you are for misrepresenting what we say. Because I can guarantee you, you guys don't even know what we talk about. Everybody, this is live. Jake the asshole is running away from Flatzoid and his panel.
We're circle sun pushing shills.
Maybe
Useful
he couldn't get a
idiots.
hold of me
I didn't
soon
know
for
it was
a
useful
cigarette.
idiots.
Maybe that's what
You see, this is the issue I have with Jake and QNFI. I've told QNFI this whole bunch of times. He keeps on placing the Gleason's map onto me with sun paths. How many times have I said I do not make claims about it? It's not hard to understand. Mark Reed, let's say the moon is here. Now, let's look at it together. My position looking at it. And I'll do a little. We're going to see the whole moon that way. And now let's just say looking that way, whatever, it doesn't matter. Sorry, are we looking at the same side of the moon? You know what they do? They take now what I said, and they put on a Gleason's map, for instance, and they say, you see, I'm going to show you on 3D software that it's not working because of perspective. Sorry, did I claim a Gleason's map anywhere there? When you measure the sun's movement, it's measured at 15 degrees an hour. No matter its distance. So who's not to say that it's still traveling at 15 degrees an hour just because it's at a further, how can I put this, path? Yeah. And yet, the same asshole, the idiot that doesn't understand that's not my model, is still pushing it onto me. So what happens when you have a crystalline or glass dome? You have something called internal reflections. Are you this stupid?
You don't live on
I
a
don't need to
fucking
bring
map,
something up
dipshit.
I don't push. This map shows though, it's just got to do with the sun moving across from left east to west, and then you got your latitude lines. I don't need to bring up an AE map because I don't claim the AE map. Are you this stupid? We've got the Tropic of Cancer, and the Tropic of Cancer, it's going east to west. The sun is traveling in the circle, correct? Anyway, this is exactly why I don't take these guys seriously, because I'm specifically saying I don't ascribe to AE map. You guys heard me say this.
Yeah, we have.
Now, why is
many
he
times.
asking me to bring up something I don't ascribe to? He has the sun in the same position we just saw on the globe. Which direction are they looking? You are misinformed, pushing things I don't claim. This is how QNFI works. He makes claims on people's behalf and then debunks claims they never made. That is called dishonesty. So I don't partake in it. Just like Jake the asshole, he does the same shit. As I said, according to the flat Earth model, those stars would be inside the dome, so it'd have internal reflection. So it would literally, to my vantage point, the stars would look south to me, and to their vantage point, the stars would look south to them. And how that argument came on is because of the strawman arguments these guys bring based on AE map. Why do South Americans see the same stars as South Africans at night at the same time? Because dome? It's got internal reflection.
And the Gleason's map just a projection of the globe anyway, so it's going to come up the same whether it's on a ball or on the AE map to begin with, right?
Oh, so it's a globe projection, and Flatzoid agreed. But I remember Flatzoid say all different things. Here is another contradiction.
This is based on flat Earth. It's not based on anything. There's no globe in, it's not based on any globe. It's not projected from a globe. If I can just find that one, because there's a little pattern on there where it says based on the flat Earth.
No, clown. There was never a talk like that on the Gleasons. Jeez, are you some idiot?
Factually as it is. It says scientifically and practically correct as it is. Do you understand that? Not projected from a globe.
And the Gleason's map just a projection of the globe anyway, so it's going to come up the same whether it's on a ball or on the AE map to begin with, right? Yeah. So why would we take a false dichotomy like an AE Gleason's projection of the globe and run with that? That would be like stabbing my face with a fork just because. It's not going to make anything better. It's going to make it worse.
Yeah, it's weird.
Contradiction after contradiction. Is he really stupid? Or he's doing this on purpose? But you know, liars that talk a lot and lie a lot have to remind a lot. Yeah, and if you lie a lot, you can sometimes forget what you have lied in the previous times.
Oh, I know, because all his arguments are based on something I don't ascribe to. That is called dishonesty, Jake. That's called lying. That's called misrepresentation. And that makes you the shill. That makes you the dishonest punk who tries to misrepresent people. So you literally are showing people that you have no integrity. So from now on, every time someone brings up Jake the arsehole, call him Jake the joke. He says, you are not man enough to respond to QNF. You and QNF can come on now and respond. Come, we'll respond to whatever you want. Yeah, Jake, QNF's been embarrassing himself for years, man. Just like you've been embarrassing yourself. Why do you think no one takes you seriously?
Flatzoid, I would be embarrassed if people can so easy point out my contradictions. Flatzoid, you pointed out multiple times the path of the sun and what you call the circuit of the sun on the AE projection and the Gleasons. You contradict yourself all the time, Flatzoid.
He says, look at this, you push a circling sun and you got debunked. The Bible says the sun takes a circuit. There we go. That's as far as we take it. Debunk it. Go ahead, Jake.
No, so you claim the Bible.
Yeah, I said the Bible said the sun goes in a circuit. He says, explain the equinox on your Bible Earth. How does an observer in Hiroshima see 90 degrees sunrise?
Oh dear. Here is the trick question. Yeah, Flatzoid, explain us how the sunrise, the sunset work on the tip of South America. Don't you understand? It was a trick question. And now you're going to answer it with bullshit.
The sun moves away from you, and then it moves towards you.
while it's traveling over the equator in your model. So in this biblical cosmology model, the sun travels over the equator. Oops. Uh-oh. Flatzoid, where does the sun come from? So you say, it moving towards you, and then it moves away. And here at the equator, the sun rises also 90 degrees east. On the same moment, the sun rises on the tip of South America. And here also. Is this moving towards you and moving away from you, Flatzoid? So it moves towards you, and then it moves away. When it's moving towards you, at what moment? The way you present it, it never comes towards you, Flatzoid. Do you understand this, retard? Again, this is all happening at the same moment. Sunrise 90 degrees east. While on the same moment, on the other side, the sun is setting. How many times I have to show this, retard? So which sun travels around on the equator? Can you tell me, piece of shit? Oh yeah, before I forget. Well, these guys seeing the sun set. The sun is overhead here. Somewhere in Africa. But people see it also rise here. Flatzoid. Over this full longitude. At the same moment. So this must be your internal reflection. Retard. So this must be biblical cosmology.
When you measure the sun's movement,
Flatzoid, you were using an AE projection to show the circuit of the sun. Why are you doing that if you don't ascribe to an AE projection? And since you are using that, we are pointing you out on the so-called flaws when you use the mean sun, the circling sun. That is only virtual, Flatzoid. I placed the correct sun angles at South America, sunrise and sunset. When you believe in celestial navigation, then you must use the observed sun, and not the virtual sun that travels over the equator, because you cannot observe that in that direction, Flatzoid.
the Phoenicians actually did celestial navigation. They were flat earthers. Yeah.
Yep.
They sure were.
Yeah. Or how about the Vikings? Also did celestial navigation. Flat earthers.
Oh, Phoenicians, Vikings, all did celestial navigation without nautical almanac, without proper timekeeping device. I think that's a mainstream claim. These Phoenicians, thousands of years ago, not even had a proper compass. I doubt they even had a compass. It's clear to me Flatzoid believe in mainstream history. Flatzoid, how do you know this is all true?
That's why I come and I say history is not actually what you were taught. It's a fabricated lie. It's just fabricated so you can think what's going on. Look at Aristotle. Is there actual evidence that he even existed ever?
History is written by the winners, isn't it? So it's probably exaggerated, manipulated. Do you know what I mean? Things like that.
Yeah, I literally still do believe that history is not what we taught. They've literally written the history books to cause it, to bring a narrative.
History is written by the winners, isn't it?
That's why I say, how do you even know these so-called people like Aristophanes and stuff even existed? There's no documentation that they ever did.
The history is written by the winners, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
How do you know? These retards ever existed. It's just made up history. You cannot navigate without proper timekeeping device and compass. And you must have a bunch of stone tablets with information of the stars, you know, some kind of nautical almanac. What you are claiming is impossible. Phoenicians could not even navigate according to their own science here. Navigation prior to the compass. Before the introduction of the compass, geographical position and direction at sea were primarily determined by the sighting of landmarks, supplemented with the observation of the position of celestial bodies. And the Vikings may have used a cordiante or some other befringement crystal. To determine the sun's direction and elevation from polarization of daylight. Flatzoid, can you do that today? Can you do it? Maybe we should challenge Flatzoid on some celestial navigation, and he can use all modern tools from today. And maybe we have to offer him some money, like $5,000. Flatzoid, are you in for a challenge? Let's see if Flatzoid can get a celestial fix by using this circling mean sun, which is virtual. If these Vikings and these retard Phoenician sheepfuckers could navigate, Flatzoid can also do it, and even do it better in the comfort of his home. Let's see if Flatzoid can get a celestial fix with this information. These are the mean versions, the virtual versions that are being used in the nautical almanac to calculate your position with. These are virtual. So Flatzoid, can you give me a celestial fix with this info? I don't think so, Flatzoid. Maybe I should make it a little bit more easy for you. I give you the position of Venus and Mars for the observer. But you have to use the circling sun to get a celestial fix. Let's see if you can do that for like $5,000. Flatzoid, you dare to take the challenge? If you are 100% sure and you think the sun is circling between the tropics, then you can take this challenge. You are a J and you seem to love money. You beg every day for it on your channel. And by taking on this challenge, you can prove biblical cosmology is true.
When you measure the sun's movement,
Flatzoid, you were using an AE projection to show the circuit of the sun. Why are you doing that if you don't ascribe to an AE projection? And since you are using that, we are pointing you out on the so-called flaws when you use the mean sun, the circling sun, that is only virtual, Flatzoid. I place the correct sun angles at South America, sunrise and sunset. When you believe in celestial navigation, then you must use the observed sun and not the virtual sun that travels over the equator, because you cannot observe that in that direction, Flatzoid.
yeah. The guy is, how can I put it? Slow. You know, like when you see a car drive away from you, guys, it goes into the distance that you don't see it eventually. Let's imagine a NASCAR track. Okay? And that car is driving away and then ends up taking a circuit and coming back around the other side.
You mean something like this, Flatzoid? An oval circuit. Is the sun taking an oval circuit, Flatzoid? Like this.
You see it again.
That dipshit's been given the link. He could click the fucking link and come up here and discuss it. And him hiding back there in the chat, suck a dick. Either come up and discuss it or just shut the fuck up.
I agree. I'm giving him 10 seconds to click the link and come in, or he is banned. How's that, guys?
Yeah. And by the way, Jake, we don't live on a model.
As I said, according to the flat earth model, so I use the flat earth model.
And by the way, Jake, we don't live on a model.
And by the way, that is more for the flat earth model and the firmament than it is for the globe.
And by the way, Jake, we don't live on a model.
On a flat earth model you can, because it could be a reflection, like I said, internal reflections.
And by the way, Jake, we don't live on a model.
Yeah. So enough disruption. Thank you, Jake. No.
You don't live on a map, stupid.
This map shows though, it's just got to do with the sun moving across from east to west, and then you got your latitude lines. I'm putting him in a timeout first. Let's put him in a timeout for 5 minutes first. Maybe he'll decide to behave himself.
Are you representing Jake no longer on the ball?
Yeah. I'm a big asshole fan. I like assholes, right? No, I actually just got recommended last week to join, QNFEE's channel, and then I also, about within a week, I found Jake the Assholes channel, and these are names I've heard for a long time. So I was kind of like, oh man, damn, I'm not subscribed to these guys yet, because I'm kind of like, I collect them all, if you will. I'm subscribed to like everybody, and I put them on the wiki. So as long as they're putting out flat Earth content or something like that, and so I was like, oh shoot, let me subscribe. And of course, first I have to make sure they're not just flat Earth debunkers kind of guys, and make sure they're legitimately flat earthers. And so I'm listening to QNFEE, and within 1 minute of his video, I was already leaving comments telling him to grow the hell up. He was saying piece of shit 40 times in 1 minute.
No, ass lover. I see it 14 times in the whole video. Maybe you're confused with Jeranism.
On the other day with Nachi Keta. QNFE or whatever his name is. Hey, stupid idiot. Oh, you piece of shit. Oh, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. You piece of shit. Dumber than a bag of piece of shits.
Did you call me? So, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I say it 8 more times in the whole video. Where did I say it 40 times, you cocksucker? Piece of shit.
Jaren's a piece of shit. Jaren's a piece of shit. Jaren's a piece of shit. Yeah, over and over and over. And he would resume like 5 seconds of Jaren. Say, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. You piece of shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. Can you exactly point me out, piece of shit? Where I do that? This is 2. Here.
I like assholes.
I think you are a mad gay or so. What's wrong with you? Now I have to say piece of shit again. You scumbag, you are the creator of the True Earth wiki page. You are a scumbag. A circling sun pusher, piece of shit. So, where it is? Where is it? Show me. You scumbag. Oh, here. Oh, yeah, we found one. So, get lost, ass lover.
Over and over
But
and over.
but that is QNV. That's what he's known for. You piece of shit. You know that's. He's like the retarded version of Sean Hawkins, and that's saying something.
Yeah, that does say a lot, and it seems to be true, unfortunately. And
Sean
you know,
Hawkins
I'm like, you know what? You seem. I wrote him, and I told him, look, you seem to have a model.
Totally demented. You seem to have a model. I never claimed to have a model. That is what you make from it. I just model up the celestial data. You fucking ass lover.
I like assholes. That differs than some of the other guys have, and I am interested in understanding that, but I can't get past the childish behavior.
This one is 100% an ass gay lover.
I like assholes. Of insulting people over and over and over. Why don't you actually describe what you're trying to produce?
Is this angry gay demented? Don't he watch my videos? Or he just have one brain cell left? That's also possible.
I like assholes. What you're trying to portray, what your model is, what your ideas are. Actually say them.
Clear your shield, telling a story. I don't support a model. I just model up the celestial data on maps. And since Flatzoid, your ass buddy, believes in celestial navigation, it must be true.
I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
Instead of actually calling people pieces of crap over and over and over. It's so immature. And he told me he was going to ban me, and I'm like, you know, do what you want.
Yeah, and I banned your gay ass. Because you had nothing to say about my video. You should pay attention with what I show. Then you would also not say, your model, you're this, you're that. Get lost, ass lover. Piece of shit.
I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
You know, I just hope that you would actually learn to grow up. I mean, good God. You sound like you got something interesting. I actually want to hear it, but I can't stand to watch your video.
And I can stand your type of voice. It sounds like it's full of cum. Can you understand? I don't like that, cum curkler.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
Once you
It's
leave,
bad.
you know, drop
bad.
calling other people names for just a damn half of the video and actually say, here's my model.
What a liar, and never say that. Can you point me out, ass lover?
I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
Here it is. Here it all is. He even has drawings, apparently.
Yeah, but
Once
the
he
thing
gets
is,
done, then he can say
what does he-
POS.
But what does he actually present, though? What does he actually
Well,
present?
I couldn't stand to find out from QNFE, but Jake the Asshole actually just did a video, dropped one yesterday. And so I watched it, and I actually got through the whole video, which I have to give Jake the Asshole credit. QNFE, I couldn't stand more than 5 minutes.
That was enough interesting.
And I can't stand you. I just put on a straitjacket to not hang myself. Ass lover.
I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
But Jake the Asshole, it seems like what he is basically QNFE's butt buddy.
But, you are the one that liked assholes.
I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
Butt buddy. They're in bed or something. I don't care.
I think you are in bed with guys every night. Each morning, your bedroom smells like feces. Piece of shit.
I like butt buddy assholes. But they seem to basically agree with each other, so that's cool. So now I kind of maybe understand what QNFE's model is based on what Jake the Asshole says. I like assholes.
Hey, piece of garbage. How many times I must say I don't have a model? I place the celestial data on claimed maps like your Gleasons.
I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
But buddy. And basically, their model is not a circling sun.
No, ignorant ass lover. That is what the celestial data say. Do you have some inner ear problem or so? Maybe there is some poop inside.
I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck
Like the
up.
Bible says, like people observe. And the reason why he says it's not that is because it doesn't work. But buddy, when you look at look at the angles of the
Over AE map.
going away, and you're not getting the right angles, and you're also not getting the correct quote unquote perspective effect of the sun actually shrinking as it goes into the distance, of course being magnified by our environment and atmosphere.
Hold on, what is Airslopper saying? So the sun is shrinking and being magnified by the atmosphere. What a moron! So it doesn't change in size?
I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
So he's kind of disregarding a few laws of perspective, a few laws of optics, and he's saying that that perspective isn't working.
This clown calls this perspective. What a moron. You just told us you couldn't watch my videos, so you must have missed it. Why perspective cannot work?
I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
The way it does in the 2D cartoon.
Yeah.
And
But that's
so
the
he
whole thing.
figures you're wrong.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He keeps misrepresenting people. He places them on an AE map.
Flatzoid, why are you lying? You clearly modeled up the sun, the moon, the stars on the Gleason's map of an AE projection just a minute ago.
I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Right.
So you see, it doesn't work on this AE map that you don't claim. When you measure the
In that
sun's movement, it's measured at 15 degrees an hour. No matter its distance. So who's not to say that it's still traveling at 15 degrees an hour just because it's at a further, at a further, how can I put this, path?
Path? It sounds like Airslopper visited you last night. Piece of trash. So, you're not promoting this map. You don't describe to this model. But you model up the sun and claim this is how it works. What happened to the circuit? You know, God's circuit.
I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
But buddy.
So therefore it doesn't work. It's like no one's claiming what you're claiming.
Right.
You're literally
So-
trying to burn strawmans that no one made. It's not hard to understand. Mark Reed, let's say the moon is here.
Yeah. So let's just say your model's wrong. Flatzoid, you're completely wrong. You're a shill, whatever. Okay, whatever, fine. But at the same time, maybe I'm wrong and I'm the shill.
No, you're both shields and pieces of shit.
I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, so who's going to have a shill match? That's totally retarded and beneath everyone. So
Maybe nobody.
you don't agree with
We're all just
Flatzoid.
curious.
We're all shills, right? But buddy.
Finally, somebody speak the truth here.
But buddy. I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
So yeah,
But I
of
mean,
course.
think about it.
He's
Think
making a
about it
dime.
no longer. But think about it this way.
Yeah.
If you don't agree with someone, just don't converse with them. Just don't watch their content.
It got nothing to do with agreeing, Flatzoid. We are exposing your lies and your bullshit. Not only the flat earthers do that, but also the clovers. YouTube is full of clips with your nonsense, Flatzoid.
I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut
can
the
be.
fuck up.
Right.
Simple as
And
that.
that's basically it. And you know, I'm kind of I'm also assessing whether or not I should even list these people on the wiki.
You put me on the wiki. I'm one of the longest sitting flat earthers. And I was not on your wiki. But people that had 2 months of Flat Earth channel had a link on your wiki. And please take me off that wiki page because I don't want to be associated with shields. Yeah, 99% of the people on that page is a shield,
I
retard.
like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, if they're flat earthers, I want them on there. If they think the earth is convex, they think it's a hollow earth, they think the earth is going up, and all these other claims that I don't necessarily agree with, I don't care. I'm not here to make claims.
Hold on, you're 5 minutes here and you already made a couple of claims. You liar.
I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
I'm here to basically learn alternate ideas that are against mainstream, and that's my point. I like against mainstream.
I'm pretty sure you are mainstream and disguised as a flat earther
But, buddy,
that push shrinking suns and set up a wiki page that only contains shells.
I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
And I think everybody is could be in a good family if they were against mainstream, but they decide to actually call each other names. That I'm starting to wonder if that should disqualify them from being in the list.
How many times I have to call you piece of shit? And then you take me off. Piece of shit, cocksucker, ass lover, take me off that list. Faggot.
I like assholes.
Suck a dick. Shut the fuck up.
Because it's like, why have them? Why have them if only content they put out is talking crap about other people? Is that really flat earth? But, buddy,
You slimy gay voice start to annoy me. Can you please hang yourself tonight? Or stab yourself a couple of times in your neck or so? Stop talking, piece of shit. I have enough of you.
but, buddy.
I mean, has anybody been able to actually disprove the Bible cosmology? I definitely ascribe to biblical cosmology, guys. You can't disprove it. No, Eric DeBay is a real flat earther, dude.
Yeah.
I have no doubt Eric DeBay is a real flat earther. Eric DeBay is definitely a real flat earther.
Oh no, Flatzoid is going to pull a duvet on his viewers. Let's see how good his modeling skills are and his idea of biblical cosmology.
It's not hard to understand.
Oh, it's not hard to understand how biblical cosmology works on a flat earth.
Mark Reed, let's say the moon is here. Okay, whatever. We got it in there. Let's color it in a bit just for him. And let's just make some white dots there and whatever, just so you can see it's got things. Now, let's look at it together.
Is looking at it together includes me? Can I please watch? Please, Flatzoid.
My position looking at it. Gonna do a little. We're gonna see the whole moon that way. And now let's just say looking that way, whatever, it doesn't matter. Sorry, are we looking at the same side of the moon?
Yeah.
Are we looking at the same quote-unquote face?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Are they stupid? No, the way you draw it up, you see a flipped face when you are in the south and in the south. That is not what you claim all the time, Flatzoid. It only flips when you use an observer north and an observer south. Not to observer south, Flatzoid.
Yeah, and this is based on the Gleason's map. Sorry, Mark. The fact you don't know this is sad. Ted, thank you very much for your $2 super chat. Really appreciate it. Says, what map do you like? I like all maps. Depends what you want to use it for. Usually when I travel on the roads, I like using road maps. When I want to do illustrations like this, the Gleason's map is fine.
Flatzoid, you're saying the Gleason's map is fine for this demonstration. And when I use it to demonstrate you're wrong, then you don't ascribe to this map, Flatzoid.
You see, this is the issue I have with Jake and QNFI. I've told QNFI this whole bunch of times. He keeps on placing the Gleason's map onto me with sun paths. How many times have I said I do not make claims about it?
I love it when people contradict themselves and you can shove their words right back up their asses again.
The Gleason's map also works for time and date, longitudes, because it's a longitudinal and time map. That's what it's created for. So if you use the right map for the right application, then it works. When I want to do illustrations like this, the Gleason's map is fine. So yeah, Mark Reed, I just showed you on screen. That's why we can see it the way we do.
Thanks for the confirmation. We can use the Gleason to model up biblical cosmology. And don't try to strawman Jake or me again, piece of shit. And now I'm going to do the same with you as I did with Eric Dubé. You're a real flat earther.
My position looking at it, we're going to see the moon that way. And now let's just say looking that way, whatever, it doesn't matter. Sorry, are we looking at the same side of the moon?
Yeah.
Are we looking at the same quote-unquote face?
Yeah.
When I want to do illustrations like this, the Gleason's map is fine.
Flatzoid, do you realize you and me just destroyed biblical cosmology? Do you realize that?
Are we looking at the same side of the moon?
Yeah.
Are we looking at the same quote-unquote face?
Yeah.
Now let's look at it at a different angle. In your example, you place the moon horizontally. Now let's see how that looks like. And this way, Flatzoid, it would be an egg-shaped moon and not a nice round moon. Let's move over to Australia and see what this Cape Clown see. Oh, the moon phase have flipped. Huh. That's impossible. In your biblical cosmology model, Flatzoid, you have to reconsider. It might be totally wrong, Flatzoid.
When I want to do illustrations like this, the Gleason's map is fine.
I wonder if Flatzoid seeing an honest guy when you look in the mirror after I destroyed him over and over and over again. He must be a shill piece of shit.
You know what they do? They take now what I said, and they say, they put on a Gleason's map, for instance, and they say, you see, I'm going to show you on 3D software that it's not working because of perspective.
No, I never ever claimed perspective, piece of shit. And since you're saying you can use the Gleasons for your demonstration in 2D, why I cannot use it in 3D, piece of shit?
Sorry, did I claim a Gleason's map anywhere there? Yeah. And yet, the same asshole, the idiot that doesn't understand that's not my model, is still pushing it onto me. Are you this stupid?
You don't live on
I don't
a
need
fucking
to bring
map,
something up
dipshit.
I don't push. I don't need to bring up an AE map because I don't claim the AE map. Are you this stupid? This is exactly why I don't take these guys seriously, because I'm specifically saying I don't ascribe to AE map. You guys heard me say this.
Yeah, we have.
Now, why is
many
he
times.
asking me to bring up something I don't ascribe to? You are misinformed, pushing things I don't claim. When I want to do illustrations like this, the Gleason's map is fine. This is how QNFI works. He makes claims on people's behalf and then debunks claims they never made. When I want to do illustrations like this, the Gleason's map is fine. That is called dishonesty. So I don't partake in it. Just like Jake the asshole, he does the same shit. When I want to do illustrations like this, the Gleason's map is fine.
That's what he's asking you.
Exactly.
In the Gleason's map, just a projection of the globe anyway, so it's going to come up the same whether it's on a ball or on the AE map to begin with, right? Yeah. So why would we take a false dichotomy like an AE Gleason's projection of the globe and run with that? That would be like stabbing my face with a fork just because.
Don't you guys think I just stabbed a whole bunch of knives, forks and spoons into your retard faces, you pieces of shit, lying scumbags, you are all shills.
It's not going to make anything better, it's going to make it worse.
Exactly! That is what your buddy Flatzoid just did. He made it worse. He used a globe projection. And second, he's just starting to draw some lines without using the official data. And then it goes wrong.
Yeah, it's weird. Oh, I know, because all his arguments are based on something I don't ascribe to. That is called dishonesty, Jake. That's called lying. That's called misrepresentation. And that makes you the shill. That makes you the dishonest punk who tries to misrepresent people. So you literally are showing people that you have no integrity. So from now on, every time someone brings up Jake the arsehole, call him Jake the joke. He says, you are not man enough to respond to QNF. You and QNF can come on now and respond. Come, we'll respond to whatever you want. Yeah, Jake, QNF's been embarrassing himself for years, man. Just like you've been embarrassing yourself. Why do you think no one takes you seriously? He says, look at this. You push a circling sun and you got debunked. The Bible says the sun takes a circuit. There we go. That's as far as we take it. Debunk it. Go ahead, Jake. Yeah. I said the Bible said the sun goes in a circuit.
I definitely ascribe to biblical cosmology, guys. You can't disprove it.
Bible rules, okay.
I mean, has anybody been able to actually disprove the Bible cosmology?
Take your own, how can I say, statement that you made that, yeah, it's okay to be wrong.
Flatzoid knows exactly how it should be. But he will never admit himself he was totally wrong, and his biblical cosmology is just made of bullshit. Flatzoid, please admit it. Don't break your bullshit onto others.
Do it.
Practice what you preach.
Yeah, practice what you preach, exactly. You were wrong. Time to take it on as a man, say, yeah, you were wrong. You move on, and everybody can be happy. But you just don't seem to want to do that. You want to insult everybody. That shows you to be ignorant. We don't want to fight with you, Dal, but we do think you're a moron. We don't think, we know, sorry. You want to insult everybody. That shows you to be ignorant. But we do think you're a moron. We don't think, we know, sorry. All you need to do is just say, yeah, I was wrong, I concede, move on. But we're not going to insult them like they're insulting us. They are idiots. Moron. They are idiots. Moron. That's about all I need to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Flatzoid, according to the Bible, you are not going to heaven, my friend. You're going the other way. Piece of garbage, projecting your bullshit onto others.
Can anybody tell me how we're mudding the waters?
I told you many times, and I even demonstrated. You piece of garbage, get lost.
Can anybody tell me how we're mudding the waters?
I don't know.
I think it actually clear and water up.
And Flatzoid, why you never address this problem for your biblical cosmology model? Seeing a star circling in a dome at 25,000 kilometers that is north from you when it's night at your location, and seeing this star 25,000 kilometers away through daylight, moron.
When you're facing towards north, okay, does the sun or moon ever appear behind you towards the south? I've got to think nicely now. I don't actually think so.
I have never. No.
I haven't really looked at it that way. I have to think
No.
to see. I'll actually check it out and get back to you about that.
Flatzoid, you certainly don't know? I remember you went on holiday during the winter solstice. You remember? And then you knew exactly where the sun was. What do you want? What are you pointing at? Ah, you went on a vacation and then filmed the sun at 137 degrees southeast. Let me see. Flatzoid's holiday location. The sun had an azimuth, according to Flatzoid, of 137. Huh. That's in this direction, Flatzoid. You exactly knew. And this must be like southeast? More south than east? You are just a retard, and a liar, and a scumbag. When you're facing towards north, okay, does the sun or moon ever appear behind you towards the south? I'll actually check it out and get back to you about that. But yeah, looking forward to doing some observations from the beach for you guys. So hopefully the sun's going to come up somewhere. Flatzoid, it's easy to catch you lying. You are just a piece of shit. Why you act like you don't know where the sun is? You clearly know.
Path of the sun. That's it.
It goes round and round and round. It goes round and round.
Path of the sun.
That's all, piece of shit.